Go.
Hi everyone. We're so excited to be hosting the first ever official It Has My Face live stream. We've been wanting to do a live stream with the dev team and just our team for a really long time, and we just didn't know when would be the right moment. And we thought that, with this road to 1.0 that we've discussed already on our Steam news page, with a few announcements coming every couple of weeks until 1.0, we thought that it would be good to start with a little live stream where you can meet the team. Since we're such a small team, we thought why not have everyone from the team on the live? So that's why you see us all here. So I'm just going to quickly say who I am, just because otherwise no one will know. So I'm Tess. I'm the community manager for It Has My Face. So anything you see on social media or that's community oriented, so that's Steam news posts, Steam pages, etc., that's going to be me. If you talk to It Has My Face on Discord or on um, TikTok or anything, you're talking to me. And I've been with It Has My Face for around 8 to 9 months, and I love the game. I'm not the best at the multiplayer, but I think I'm pretty good at single player. So yeah, I'm just going to quickly let the team introduce themselves before we kind of go into what we're going to be doing today. And yeah.
Yeah, I can start. I'm the lead developer. Sorry. I am hello. I am Salih. I'm the lead developer of It Has My Face. I've been developing the game solo for a long while. Then, like we grew up. Now Tuane and Samet is here with us, and yeah, most of the stuff like art, scripting, like programming, used to be done by me. But like I said, now we have really talented people like Tuane and Samet helping us. Yeah, I'm the lead developer. You probably talked to me before. Like I like talking to players and listening to you guys and hear and see what you guys think of the game. Yeah, that's me. Samet, you can go.
Ahmed, do you want to
All
go?
right. So I'm Samet. I'm a gameplay programmer intern right now. I've joined about 4 or 5 months ago to the team, and I've been mostly working on 1.1 features that are not released yet. But I've also been working on the Steam version of the game, patching some things and doing some small things. So that's it.
Tuana, do you want to go?
Yeah. Hi everyone. I'm Twana. I'm the environment artist of It Has My Face. I also been working on It Has My Face for about 4 or 5 months. So everything, every new prop and section you'll see in the game will be done by me. So yeah.
And Orange.
Yeah, and hi, this is Orange. I manage the China community. Really nice to meet you. And for all the Chinese New Year's, Happy New Year. 中国的玩家们，大家好，新年快乐。
Great. So I think that's everyone. So as I said, we have everyone from the team. So you get a bunch of different um, people working on different things, but all with the same common denominator, which is It Has My Face. So that's really cool. And I'm really glad that we could get all of us here together on a Sunday morning. Um, so for just what we're going to be doing today, it's going to be a very, very casual stream. And I'm not going to be talking for hours in the beginning because no one wants to hear too much. But so we're going to have the dev, so the main dev, Sally, playing It Has My Face for like the couple of the first chapters, just so you guys can have like some fun anecdotes. And during that time, Orange and I have collected a bunch of questions from Discord, QQ, from all different types of fans. So we're going to be just kind of like throwing them out at Sally, and then he's going to be answering them as he goes along to play It Has My Face. Samet and Tuana can, join in, talk about what some specific things that they remember from It Has My Face. Me and Orange might as well jump in if we have anything. So that's going to be the first half. And we also, I need to mention, I will be dropping some keys in the chat, some Steam keys. So look out for my name, which is Tess_BHVR. It's not a bot, it's me sending out keys. So if you see them, grab them. And yes, once we've done like we've answered questions and everything, I think we are gonna have some dev on dev PvP. So Samet has volunteered to play against Sally. Both of them are really good, so it could be really interesting. We're gonna see. If you played against me, it would probably last 1 second, so it's best not to do that. And yes, so Sally already has, it's going to be his screen. So what you're seeing right now is Sally's screen, which is probably going to be the most interesting screen. And yes, so he's just going to jump into single player. You can just go ahead and, throughout the time, me and Orange are going to jump in with some questions. And also, if people have any questions and you guys are watching right now, like don't hesitate to send questions. That's what me and Orange are here for. We're just going to be looking out for any questions or you guys want to talk, we're here. So we can go straight into it.
Yeah, yeah, let's start. I'll be using a controller, so I'm probably going to be trash at this game. So, yeah, even though I'm the developer, I'm not really experienced with controllers, so we'll
The
see.
movements will be more smooth, maybe.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, that's why I'm using it. But like it can be a bit embarrassing seeing the main developer die. Like I've been developing this game for 4 years, so um, I should be able to kill my clone easily, right? But we'll
It
see.
should be good.
You, you
Okay, so
got this.
thanks. Okay, so like you guys know, the main premise of the game is you have a clone and you have to kill them before they kill you. That's the basic premise. Then the game is building on top of that in the later chapters. So this is the first chapter. Like this is the very basic of the game. We need to find the gun. Like we got a mirror on the left, and like we can see ourselves. And since they are our clone, they look exactly like us. So this is a weapon case. Yeah, let's open it. Okay, we got a gun now. Most of these are like innocent NPCs. So yeah. Okay, so this looks like my clone. Bam. Okay, so now that we killed our clone, we gain some progress towards the next chapter. Then, like the chapter, like we play the chapter story area, then we move on to the next chapter. Like that's the main uh, loop of the game. Okay, like before, I need to find the weapon and find my clone, then kill them. They have a really bright. Oh, they are here. Sometimes they are stupid, like some, but only sometimes. They have a randomized AI, so like sometimes they act like scared, like they flee when you drop your weapon on them. Sometimes they try to like they are really aggressive and like try to attack you all the time. But sometimes they hide within the crowds and like attack you when you go into the crowd. So we got like a generative AI system that like it's very emergent. Like it builds a AI in every round. So every round the clone acts differently. So you might think the clone is very easy in one round, but you may find it harder in the next round. So this is the story area. This was the chapter first. I mean, we thought it would be really interesting. Like uh, as a developer, like we were thinking about how to make the first chapter, and we thought, okay, so we thought about what the player knows until this point, and we know that players know how to find their clone and how to shoot a weapon, and we said, okay, let's start the chapter with a big like event where you kill someone, but you don't know who you are killing. Like this is a person who's dead, but we don't know who they are and or why did we kill them. And there's an unknown creature here. This is the introduction of the Witcher actually.
Why did you go with the like octopus figure?
Oh yeah. To be honest, yeah, tentacle thing is always a fascinating thing. Because we wanted to make it look eerie, and like floaty. But there were some other designs. Like there used to be a design for a creature who's purple and look humanoid, but
Mm.
only have one eye. But we said, okay, let's do a gruesome thing and make them look like this. Actually, the Watcher came pretty late into the development. Like
Oh yeah.
it used to be that you were the main antagonist of the game were Dr. M actually. Like there is a person called Mr. G or Dr. G, sorry.
Injeji.
Uh, yeah, they turned into Agent G, but they
Yeah.
were the main antagonist of the game up until a certain point in development. But we later changed that to an alien creature and with tentacles. Like these guys were supposed to be in the background and should appear at the very end. But now our main antagonist is because we thought it would be cooler, Like it's an alien creature, you don't know what it wants or how it acts or how it thinks. It's a
Mm.
more interesting opponent.
What I like is wherever you go, he looks at you.
Yeah, that's
So
on
it's like you're
purpose. Yeah,
never you're never actually escaping it.
yeah, exactly. I mean, that's why we named it the Watcher. Like the main promise behind the game is like the feeling of uneasiness, And if there is a creature there watching you, like upgrade your stuff and looking around, then like something is watching you. That's why we did that. This is the
Yeah.
upgrade screen, but we don't have enough, I think. Yeah, let's go. Let's go to the second chapter. The first chapters are actually very short on purpose because the premise is basic, game mechanics are basic, so we want players to get introduced to them, like get accustomed to them, then jump onto the like more bigger stuff. Like officers are introduced here and not in the first like first chapter because they are a complicated mechanic, kind of complicated. So we want players to know about the game mechanics first, like completely get accustomed to the mechanics, then we introduce new stuff. Yeah, now we have multiple weapons. This is the bomb gun. Okay, he's just standing there. Okay.
What's your like personal favorite weapon, for example?
Oh,
We haven't
weapon.
seen them all
Yeah.
yet, but
Yeah. To us, that's a hard question. Like I coded all of them myself, so
yeah.
I tried to make sure they are fun to play with. Hmm. I think I like the dynamite the most because it's very instant. Like you throw it, and if it hits someone, like if it hits an NPC, then it instantly explodes. And if they are going to activate in the later chapters, then they won't. They just won't. And they are legal. Like you can use them around
That is
officers
true.
without very.
But
Also
I
in
always kill
multiplayer, they are.
myself.
Yeah, I know. I know. Yeah.
Do we want to go like around and say what your guys' favorite weapon is?
Yeah. Samet, you can go.
Hmm, probably the shotgun one. I like it. It's close
Oh yeah.
range. It's a guaranteed kill. There's no escape from it. You don't need to aim perfectly as well. You can just
True.
aim in the general area and everyone there dies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Especially with the upgrade, the like every bullet explodes like a mini explosion. Yeah. It's
Oh
cool.
yeah.
So what about you, Tona?
I think my favorite weapon is the spark gun, just because my aim is horrible.
I love the spark
It,
gun.
yeah, it's so fun to play with, but I really also find the VFX and the sound effects of that weapon really satisfying when you like fire it.
Yeah.
So I think that's my favorite, probably.
Is it your favorite as well, Tess?
I don't know if it's I think it's up there. I do really like the spark gun, and I like having it be used on me. I think it's fun, like, because there's all the electricity. Obviously, you know
Yeah.
you're about to die, so that's less fun. But I like that. Otherwise, I
Mhm.
think I quite like the knife
Hmm.
because technically, yeah, like you have to go close, but once you're close and the red outline is there, you don't have to like aim, if that makes sense. I feel like it's easier
Yeah.
to use. But yeah, because I'm really bad at everything that's bomb gun, normal gun. Like I can't do it. Like I can't aim. Well, I can aim if they're standing very still,
Yeah,
but that's
same.
not usually what happens. So
Yeah, we should do a matchup between Tess and Tuana for sure.
Too.
That's the
That'll
matchup
be
I
really
would
fun.
watch. Yeah. To be honest, I don't like Spark Gun actually. Like, even though I like the
really,
effects like you guys, but I find myself never using it.
Um,
I mean, it's cool. Like, it's a because it stuns the NPCs actually. Like when you shoot it at the clone or in multiplayer, it stuns the clone can't move around for a while. So it's a
mm,
good thing, especially against the activated clones. They are very effective, like spark guns, but like they are not that powerful. I just want to one shot the enemy.
fair. Yeah, it does take a
that's
little
yeah.
longer.
Yeah, yeah,
Someone in the chat said, "This is literally one of my favorite roguelites of all time. I'm so excited to see what you
uh,
guys are able to do with this concept." That's
yeah.
so
Thanks a lot.
nice.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
so excited. And that same person said, "My favorite weapon is probably the bomb gun. I like the upgrade where it
Mm,
stuns someone before exploding." That is fair,
yeah,
That's tr-
Yeah.
but I don't know. I just can't do like I probably the only weapon that I put down once I get it is the bomb gun. I'm not even gonna try because I know it's not gonna end well for me. So
yeah, yeah. I know.
dynamite is also a lot of the time I put
Like
down.
every weapon has
yeah.
some like strengths and weaknesses. Like revolver and bomb gun, they both require aiming. Like you need to precisely aim at an NPC and like successfully hit them. But for spark gun and dynamite, like and shotgun, you don't really need to aim. You can just aim at a general area and yeah, just pray that they die.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, someone said that they like legal weapons, which is true.
Mm,
Like especially once the weapon detectors come into play,
yeah,
like
Hmm.
I that's why like the bat can be cool when if you're playing in the earlier chapters. But when you get a bat in the later chapters, you're like, I'm not even gonna like try. Like it's not gonna work out for me. I think it can work out. I think I just can't have it work out.
yeah. It also depends on the like certain game conditions. Like that's why we added weapon mutators. Like for example,
Yes.
the mutator where you only get a knife and no other weapon. Like because we realize that people have a favorite weapon and they want to use it as much as possible. But that really limits down the player options actually. Like they can they always do the same tactic. So we said, okay, let's add some mutators, like detectors, for example, that this like disincentivize players to not use illegal weapons. And yeah, they are here to change up your gameplay. So that's the
Yeah.
main premise. Okay, this is a hologram. This was really hard to make it right actually, like the hologram, because we want players to know for sure that this is an hologram, but like we want to give them a few ways to tell it, like a little blue light at the bottom or the like
Mm.
device at the bottom, but we don't want to give away the effect too much because that would like just ruin the hologram whole premise. But I think we nailed it. Like this is a good way because I sometimes even myself sometimes shoot the hologram instead of the real thing because sometimes they like generate behind the box, so you just see them peeking at you and you try to shoot them.
They get me a lot too, honestly. I
Right?
wasted way too many ammo on them than I would like to admit.
Yeah,
Me
yeah,
too.
yeah. That means they are effective. That's good.
I think I'm just gonna go in with the first question that we got on Discord. Um, so someone asked, will there be more environmental ways to kill our clone or more weapons? And will we have a way to create maps too? That's three questions in one. Who wants
That,
to
that,
go with the first
that,
one?
that's a lot of questions. I mean, let's. I can answer the first one about the environmental ways to kill the clone.
Hmm.
I mean, they are cool. The first environmental kill we did was the weight. Like you press a button and a huge weight drops on top of the clone. Like that's a real old thing. But we realized that it's kind of boring. Like same with the traps idea. Like you just wait on a button and hope that the clone passes through the like environmental kill area. It's boring. So I mean, we did thought of a way to make it more exciting. Like for example, nudging the clone towards the like X mark on the spot. But then, yeah, if players see that it's an 100% guarantee ways to kill, like it's a way 100% guaranteed way to kill your clone, then players are just going to do that instead of like engaging with other systems like weapons or officers or other ways to kill your clone. So environmental kills are fun. That's why we added a few more before the early access, like turrets and like Tesla device. Oh, just 1 second. Yeah. Uh, so the question is, will there be more? There could be. We are working on new sections, and maybe we can experiment with more environmental kills. But right now, we don't know. We don't know. Like, I can't say for sure.
I think environmental kills can be super fun. I remember this one time I played against my dad, and it was the first time he ever played multiplayer, and I decided to just do all of the worst things on him, the poor guy. And I remember I told him, okay, let's meet in this area so we can like have it out with just our bats. But
Yeah.
little did he know that I was on top and I was going to, and I just dropped the the box on him and he just died and he was
Yeah,
so
let's sure
confused.
meet on the big red X.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But my dad was like, "Oh, okay, sure. You just put that X there so we can meet here. That's amazing." And then he just died. It
Yeah.
was very satisfying.
I mean, it's. I think it's a good thing that there is at least one person in the world that Tess can dominate. No.
This it was the greatest day of my life. We played for like so long multiplayer and I won every single round. It was the greatest day of my life. I was so
Yeah.
excited. And my dad was like, "You're so good at this game. You can tell how long you've been with this game." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just really good at this game. I don't know why."
Yeah. That's so funny.
Before we continue with the questions, I have a question in the chat. I have a question. Do you guys have plans for other holidays in the game besides Halloween and Christmas? I had an idea where New Year's could have a firework type of weapon that blasts towards people. That's
Hmm.
a really cool idea.
Like a Christmas weapon?
The
Was
New
it a
Year's,
Christmas weapon? New Year's, okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there is one more event that we haven't disclosed yet. So I'm not going to spoil it. But yeah, there is one more event. But yeah, we can do them. Actually, they like these types of special events were made like years ago, and I just made them for fun, you know. Like it's a Halloween thing. Okay, it's an horror game. Let's do a Halloween themed stuff. That's where the like content came from. But we can do them, yeah. They are fun. I mean, as long as there is a way to disable it, which is
Hmm.
we have, like we can disable it with the in the options. Let me find it. Yeah, seasonal content. If you can disable it, then we can because you know, like there will be always some grumpy dude who won't like Christmas, like Grinch, you know. So yeah, we can disable it. So yeah, we can implement more. Yeah.
Someone said my favorite weapon is the group of cannibals.
That's
That's
I mean
so
that's a,
real.
it's like that's actually counts as an environmental kill, I think, in this current
Yeah.
system.
I don't think I've ever used it, but it's good to know it's there. It's good to know it's there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love them too. I just press the release button every time I see it.
It
Me
was actually
too.
hard to balance that system. Like maybe I'll be ruining the like magic with what I'm going to say, but if your clone is very near the gate that's holding the cannibals back, then all of the cannibals instantly attack the clone instead of like random NPCs because we want players to get that satisfaction, you know, like we want
Mm.
players to get that your clone is being eaten by cannibals. Like it's a very cool feeling. But
Group
it
of
was hard to
cannibals is
balance.
generally my favorite mechanic.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Wait, so the rest of the question from Discord, poor guy, I only did the first. More weapons.
Oh, more weapons, yeah.
Anything? Yeah.
I mean, weapons. To be honest, I like weapons. Like I like implementing new weapons because they are cool. Like you always try to find a niche that's not being covered by other weapons in the game. But it's also very time consuming because we need to find the niche. Like I said, if we can make another weapon, like a gun, like a second revolver that's lower damage, but maybe it has two ammo, for example. We can easily do that. Then the revolver or this weapon would be underbalanced. Like players won't like will pick one or the other. They will lose their uniqueness. We want every weapon to feel unique. And right now we are in a good spot because we have weapons that you can throw. We have weapons that are like bad, for example, very low damage, but you need to use them multiple times. Like we have close range, but very little weapons like knife. So I think we are in a good spot. But this doesn't mean that we won't ever do new weapons. But right now we don't plan to do so. But like we are always writing down ideas for new weapons, maybe cool stuff. And if you guys have any, just send it over. Yeah, we got a channel in the Discord called Suggestions. Just send all of your ideas. We love collecting them.
Yeah, there's really no like limit to your imagination. Like even if it's an idea that we could never implement, it's still super fun to have like all of the suggestions in the Discord, and then it gives us like a bunch of ideas also for the future.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. That's the actual first place we tap into when we need ideas. Because not every idea is going to work. Like we have a bunch, but most of them are like kind of shaky. We need to first try them and actually think about them, about how to implement this new. No, no, no. Oh, just barely. Okay. Yeah. If you have suggestions, yeah, send it over.
That was actually also a question from the Chinese players asking, will there be new weapons? So I think it's a popular one.
Yeah. Actually, about the weapons, there used to be a single weapon. If I don't know if you guys played the Jam version, but in that version you already start with the revolver, and that's it. Like there weren't any new weapons. You couldn't really change your weapon. That was it. But later we start like this was actually the case for the beginnings of this game. Like it has my face, and we said, okay, like you got a weapon, so but they got a knife. Would it be cool if you also got a knife? Like that's how it started. Like the first second weapon was the knife actually. Then we like start experimented with it. I think the third one is I think it should be the bomb gun. That's and also a very old weapon. I always get the bomb gun for some reason. Like I think that player who chatted uh, did something in my game. They may be a hacker. Okay, we got a mutator now. It's Hitman. I'm actually a fan of the Hitman series, so this this was the this is an Easter egg to that game.
The Hitman is too complicated for me. I get way too overwhelmed.
Yeah, yeah, I kind of expect that.
Someone asked, can we make killers, cannibals, and special bosses fight with each other in a special mode? That would be chaotic.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I mean, there's already like you can make, for example, officers attack anyone. You can make some NPCs attack each other. Uh, but to be honest, like in every game where there is a like a NPC to NPC fight, people are asking that. Like people want to see NPCs fight each other. That's why we implemented that actually. Like officers are trying to kill the clone because it was fun. Like it was fun seeing your clone do something. Oh no no no! I'm no 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 no. Come here. No.
It's too
Okay.
overstimulating.
uh,
I got another question. Will activated clones have any new forms beside the form it usually takes? This game
Sorry,
reminds
sorry.
me so much.
Tess, can you repeat it? I'm dead.
Sorry. Will activated clones have any new forms beside the form it usually takes? This game reminds me so much of John Carpenter's The Thing, and I
Oh,
wouldn't mind if there were more ways of showing off the activated clones. It's a
yeah,
very
this,
cool reference.
yeah, yeah. I mean, that's an really specific reference, and it means that we did our job right because I love the Thing movie, and that was the main inspiration behind the activated clone. And I can't spoil much, but there is a new mechanic in the full. Like, there will be a new mechanic in the full game where we experiment with activated clones. But originally, yeah, we wanted to do more. Like we want to do more activated clones like stuff. Like maybe a type where they attack you in range, for example. Like they are a ranged activated clone, you know. But we saw that activated clones took a lot of time and effort to make them look right and make them feel fair. We just like right now there is just one, but in the full version we will have some stuff around that. We actually also wanted the player to activate, you know, especially in the multiplayer. We thought maybe we can make a tool where it activates you and you become the tentacle, sorry, activated clone. But yeah, we never got around to making that. But it's a cool idea, yeah. People do like activated clones, but we gotta that we need to draw a line somewhere where this is not an activated clone game. This is a clone game. Like we need to show that and put the focus on the clone mechanics instead of a monster mechanic. You know, the monster mechanic is just should just be a part of the game, not the whole game.
And then someone said the achievement icon for being killed by an activated clone being the thing reference is a nice touch.
Yeah, that's the thing, reference.
True.
Yeah, and it's in pixel art. So you don't see that much.
Hmm.
I drew all of them myself.
Another question was from the same person on Discord, I'm pretty sure. They had a bunch of questions. Um, they said, will we have a way to create maps too?
Yeah, about that. I mean, creating maps is hard. Like Tuana's full-time job is like creating sections.
Yeah.
So Tuana, you can also speak about that. But yeah, it's hard. Right now, there is no way to have players make their own maps. But if we ever decide to implement a modding support, yeah, then players will be able to do custom maps. And yeah, I would also be excited. But you know, making an in-game interface for it would be hard. So the best thing we can do is modding support in general. Like then players will be able to make their own weapons or new mutators, for example. Yeah,
That's fair.
this mutator system actually came from the Jam version. Like in the Jam version, there is also mutators. In the Jam version, it's just an arcade game. Like you play until you die, and every time you kill your clone, you gain some score. And after a few rounds, there is a new mutator in the Jam version I'm talking about. And that mutator can either help you, like maybe increase your weapon draw speed or maybe sprint speed, but they can also hurt you. But what we found in that gem version is that if you know the some mutators are going to help you, players are just like if they see a mutator they don't like, they just kill themselves and like try again until they find a favorable mutator, and that's a bad thing. So for this game, for mutators, we aim to create them as a way to disrupt your like game flow instead of directly helping you or directly penalizing you. Like unknown sickness seems like a penalty, but it also like makes you move around. Like you need to find the pill case. Other like you can't just camp in a random spot in the map and you know wait for clone to come to you. You also need to find pills.
I also think the sound that it makes when you grab the medical kit, it sounds very satisfying.
Right? Yeah,
I really
it's a full
like it.
battle. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I put a lot of like thought into making the sounds because I like them. Like I like making sounds, and yeah, I'm not an expert by any means, but I want to feel the depthness in every interaction.
Well, someone said, now that sometimes I can't tell whether I'm a clone or not, can players play an activated clone after death once?
Right now,
It
you
seems
can.
players are always normal ones.
Yeah, you are always the normal one. I mean, if you follow the story, you can actually tell that you are not a clone. Like your player character right now I'm playing is not a clone, it's a original. I mean, we did experiment it with like maybe we should make the player the clone. Like that's actually the first thing players say to us when they play the game. Okay, what if you are the clone? Like that's a really classic question. Uh, we did experiment it with it in terms of like story and gameplay, but since this will be a horror game, I mean a thriller game, then you need to be at a lower position than your enemy, because like your target is an AI, like it's not a real person, so they cannot think like you. They cannot make grand strategies about how to kill you. I mean, they try, like they try with their like generative AI, but I'm not generative, like normal generated AI. But they are now no match for human intelligence, so that's why we put you at a disadvantage by making you the original and them the clone. So we can like experiment with more like activated clones or supernatural, like give them supernatural abilities. We can give you the same abilities, like supernatural ones, but that will just make the game turn into a power fantasy instead of a thriller. You know, where is my clone?
That makes sense. It would be fun to just stomp on everyone though. but
Yeah, yeah,
but in general for gameplay I agree.
yeah, yeah. I mean, just wait. I'll just going to say that. But for multiplayer, it's alpha game because in multiplayer we assume that everyone is a clone and everyone can have supernatural abilities with the ability system. So in multiplayer we can experiment with activated clones and other stuff. But for single player, yeah, there is no activation for now. But that's only for the character you play in the free play actually. Like when you go to the city and play a character, this is not Doctor M. Like this is not the Doctor M. But in the story, you are the Doctor M's clones actually. Like you are the clone, so you should have supernatural abilities. But I'm not going to spoil much. Yes, this is the detector. This used to be just a mutator, but then we said, okay, this is a cool mechanic, and let's do a whole section around it. And this whole section is just about the detector because it basically divides the whole map into two. Like you can't pass through with the illegal weapons here. I mean, you can, but then you'll have to take the risk of like officers killing you. Uh, yeah. So we turned it into a section, and now, and we also added some randomization to here, like to both sides, to add a way to bypass the detector. So you can like look for, oh, I'm about to die. Give me a kit. Yes. So yeah, you can sometimes like based on randomness, you can bypass the detector. Sometimes you can't. Like here, like I can't pass past this direct detector. But there's also one other cool thing about here is that you can bypass the detector from one side, like with climbing the stairs, and you can jump here. But if you try to go back, yeah, you have to pass through the detector or like drop the weapon, so to make sure that you don't alarm it.
Someone said in the chat, what's the lore reason behind the mechanic where people start surrounding you with white eyes? I had thought they were talking about the hypnotize mode, but maybe I'm missing something.
Yeah. No, 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 1 second. Oh.
It's hard to answer questions and play at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, about that, I mean, like when we are making enemy abilities and mechanics in the free play, like in the city area, our first priority is it fun? Like that's why we make the features. About that mechanic, that's actually like we didn't want to give away too much about what the clone is doing. But that's basically like your clone should be hypnotizing people to like surround you so they would block your vision. Like that's the main premise of the this like this. I think he's not talking about this. He's talking about the white eyes thing. That white eyes thing is just as an annoyer. Like they are trying to block your vision so you can't aim directly at the clone. But sometimes they do attack along with those like brainwashed people. So they also use them as camouflage. Because like if you stand at yeah, if you don't move, they surround you a lot. Like
Mm.
a lot of NPCs will be around you, so you won't see the clone coming. So it's an attack strategy actually. There used to be a bunch of other like stuff to indicate that they are brainwashed. Like they had a swirly icon at top of their heads, but we just found them to be more confusing because yeah, you see a swirly effect on the characters, but you don't know what's happening to them. So players were really confused about that. So we just removed that and added white eyes. And yeah, some of them will say like it's making me do this, or I don't know, like signify that they're brainwashed. This
Well,
hypnotized.
anyway,
Sorry,
oh, go
Tess, you
ahead.
can go.
Go ahead.
Yeah, this hypnotized AI, like the purple one, uh, did actually also came from the Jam version, like because it was fun. So we said, okay, why not do it again? Because everyone looks like your clone, and in the Jam version there were a lot of confusions around that because suddenly everyone turns into the clone you are looking for, and some players did shoot the first person they see, even though they were hypnotized, and so that's why we added the hypnotized text there, and with the purple effects. It used to be just a sound cue, and that's it. Everyone just suddenly started looking like you, and it was confusing.
I usually just wait around in a corner until it's done.
That's also a well tactic, but you know,
I still kill everyone, to be honest. I gotta take my chances.
yeah, that's another strategy too. Yeah,
Someone said my theory is that you smell really good and people with white eyes have better noses.
yeah,
That's probably it. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. It's actually spot on. Yeah, I mean, this world doesn't really look to be smelling that good. If you are the only person there smelling good, then yeah, you are probably the outlier.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure everyone is pretty stinky in this world.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, have you ever seen a shower? I've not seen a shower one single time in this world.
True. I mean,
So
there is water, but this is probably
I w- I
dirty as
wouldn't
hell.
think
Yeah.
I wouldn't think that that was very very clean water.
Yeah.
It's kind of like going into the ocean for a shower. Probably
Yeah.
not what I would do.
Yeah, probably.
Let's do a shower section for 1.0.
Yeah. Tuana, you can get right on that. So we can finally clear these NPCs, right?
You are the only the only person in this world who has a stick of deodorants. That's why everyone is trying to kill you.
Yeah. Probably, yeah.
That's exactly it. You have a mirror and a deodorant.
Yeah. Yeah. Weapons are more common than deodorants in this world. Yeah.
Someone said, I think it would be really cool if there was a weapon that was a little weaker than the bats, but had the ability to de-aggro the guards. So you could use it more against the guards than the actual NPCs or the clone.
Yeah, could be. I mean, there is an upgrade in the revolver where you. Sorry, I don't think it's a revolver. It's a opportunity or something. But there is an upgrade in the game where you, if you aim your weapon, aim any ranged weapon at an officer that's chasing you, you can stop them in their tracks. So we already do have something to help you with the aggro, but that could be a cool idea. Yeah. At first, I thought it was going to be a non-lethal weapon. We did try those. Like non-lethal weapons are something players ask for us, like punching, for example, or weapons that don't kill the target. And yeah, they don't really work. And we did try a bunch because if you pick a non-lethal weapon, a weapon that you can't kill your target with, then you're just not going to use that weapon. People do switch to another weapon soon as they can, and that's what we found out. This is being this clone is sneaky. Oh no! I died. Okay.
Is this the first time you've died?
This was the second time.
Oh, second time.
It used to be like we used to didn't have the save point system, so when you died, you lost all your progress. Like you drop all the way to the zero. We found that very hard for some players. Like I did enjoy it. It did bring a lot of challenge. But like we did a bunch of playtests and people were not having fun and didn't really want to experiment with other game mechanics. They only picked the safe choice, especially in the like very near the end. So that's why we actually iterated a bunch of other systems like backtracking additional like you used to gain additional progress into until you reach your previous score. And we did also try a bunch of other solutions. Relax mode came up for that actually. Like we added that for people who didn't enjoy losing progress, so we added relax mode. Then we said, okay, let's have a checkpoint. Like that was, I think, the fourth iteration on this that progress thing system. And now I think it's a good system because yeah, you don't lose all your progress, so you always start. Yeah, every round you play gives you some progress. That's a better way to uh, do roguelikes, I think. Because I personally don't enjoy permadeath in games as well.
I agree. I think the progress bar is really good. I must confess, I've always played on relaxed mode. I've
Me
never not
too.
played. That's
No,
so
that's
embarrassing, but it seems it's
you
like
are the
I'm not.
community manager. That's please.
I'm just like I might as well just keep going even well, I don't know, I feel like it's lower stakes and I'm just like I think since when I first started the first like 3 months, I never even tried without relax mode. When we launched early access, I was like, okay, like let me play on normal mode, and it definitely did take longer, and so it got me more like, oh, I just want to finish the chapters, but at the same
Yeah.
time, it was more rewarding. So
Yeah. I mean, the option is there. You can disable it or
yeah.
enable it at any time.
But I don't think we should shame those. Okay, those relaxed mode. My father was
Yeah.
like, "Why are you playing on relaxed mode? It's not like you're actually winning." It's like, guys, relaxed mode is there for a reason. We're allowed to use it.
Yeah.
Like, that's not shame.
Yeah, you don't lose anything. Like you did play the game. If you finish the early access on relax mode, for example, yes, you did experience everything the game has to offer, and yes, you did play the game and you killed your clone, a bunch of
Yes,
times. The, the relax mode doesn't take you away from that. Like we added that option for a reason.
exactly. Thank you. That was the confirmation I needed.
But not
I
you,
feel
Tess. Like you
validated.
should have played it on the normal.
I have, but I prefer if I'm just jumping in a normal game just for like fun on the weekend, I will be doing relax mode, and I'm not sorry.
Yeah. I also actually use relax mode sometimes. No, maybe I should actually. Maybe I should start using relax
You
mode.
should be using relax mode.
Yeah, yeah.
Question from Chinese players: will there be a specialized wound effect? For example, if I hit the clone with a baseball bat, bruises would appear and affect its capability. That's cool.
Yeah, that's a cool system actually. I mean, we did thought about like hurting your clone or hurting yourself. Like maybe something
Hmm.
happened to you and you broke your legs. And we did thought about that. But the biggest problem in this game about the like visible impacts on your clone or NPCs is that it makes it very easy to spot your clone. If you add a bruising effect on top of your clone when you hit them, then you'll find them very easily among the crowd because no one has the bruise, you know. And yeah, uh, but it could be a cool system, yeah. But there is also like the most of the weapons kill your target instantly. So I don't know like if it will worth spending that much time on a bruising system. But it's a cool idea for sure, yeah.
One that I like is when you're getting eaten by a cannibal and the teeth marks stay. That's on you. It's not on someone else. But like,
Yeah.
that's a cool. It's a cool thing to add on to. Technically, you are losing your health, but also you can see the teeth and everything. And the first few times, I was like jump scared me a little bit.
Yeah. Actually, there like one other yeah. Now we have cannibals. Okay, so the thing we did those like teeth marks on the screen is that first, yeah, jump scare and visual effect, but the second that something has happened to you, like you experience this scenario in your current like round, and we want you to remember it. So that's why we added those like bite marks and have them stay on there for a long time. Because yeah, it's an game mechanic and it's something that has happened to you, you know.
Yeah. Someone said one of my favorite obstacles in the game is the turret that detects characters based on their hair. I
Yeah.
love turning the turret on to match my hairstyle so I can lure my clone to it and it shoots the clone instead.
Yeah, yeah, it's a really
That
cool
is true.
mechanic for sure. I mean, we really wanted to do a mechanized like robotic stuff, especially like with the officers. We wanted them to be a robots actually, not a human person. But we never found a way to do that. But turrets, like when we were making it, like thinking of a new section, okay, we said, okay, let's make a weaponized turret. Like it should have its own AI, and you will be able to pick their hair. The hair thing actually came about because we noticed that players really pay attention to the NPC hairs, and that's almost the first thing they look for when they are looking for their clone. So that's why we wanted to do hairs there instead of like full clothing or maybe just a button. And also it's a double-sided system. Like you can pick your own hair, then that would mean that turret would also target you. But one little like defect for you actually. Turrets actually automatically aim at the activated clones. So if you are being chased by an activated clone, just run towards the turret. Like they'll protect you. It's a security system they have.
That's good advice. Should we hop on some multiplayer or do you want to finish this chapter?
Uh, yeah, we can hop onto the multiplayer, I think. Yeah.
Samet, do you feel ready?
Yes.
Well, Samet plays really well. So I'm
Yeah.
not sure I'm ready. Not Samet. Okay,
I think I've answered the questions. But feel free to continue asking questions in the chat. I'm still monitoring it and check out for the keys too.
okay, Samet, I hosted. You should be able to join.
All right, I'm coming.
This UI looks so old compared to the full launch, right? Like 1.0, we
Yeah.
did some changes in this like UI because I was never really happy with it, like the current version. So we did a bunch of changes and new options and new stuff here.
Hmm. I think you invited my other account.
You should be able to join with my name actually.
Are you online right now?
Yeah, I think so.
Let me check. Hmm.
Oh, Orange said it's February 16th in China, so happy Chinese New Year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't see you right now. Did you invite Hope or Summit Hope? Actually, let
I
me.
didn't invite any of them.
Oh, okay,
You should
okay.
be able to join with
Yeah,
my name. Yeah, it's the old system, like
yeah.
very old.
I actually haven't played multiplayer in the public branch, I think. I just worked on the 1.0 version.
Yeah, actually, Samet and Tuana joined us after early access. So the early access stuff you see is mostly me and my brother who's working on the story. And yeah, mostly me. Samet and Tuana's work will really shine in the full launch.
Yeah. For multiplayer testing, I think I unfriended you, so I can't join you.
Maybe we can get Tuana instead to cover for Samet.
Yeah.
Tuana, we are friends,
Okay,
right?
I think so.
Yeah, you can hop on.
Oh,
I'll
just one
try
last
to.
question
Mhm.
about the Tourette before we move on. Uh, do they count as an environmental kill towards activated clones if that's the case?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, I think they count towards an environmental kill.
Good to know.
You should be able to join Tuana with my name, nickname.
Yeah, okay. I will launch the game.
Okay, she's here. Are you ready, Tuana?
I'm scared. I'm ready.
Yeah, this is the turret. Actually, synchronizing the turrets for the multiplayer was quite a challenge because it's a very complicated system, uh, and having them work the same across multiple computers was quite hard.
I'm going to continue with some of the questions. I think this is the main question that we've got a lot. Why did you choose to do pixel art or to use pixel art?
Yeah, because that was the only art I could make. And that's the most basic answer. I mean, it was easy. I did make a lot of pixel art games, but I also did like low poly games before. So it was an easy choice for me. And like it's fast to produce. Like it doesn't mean it's bad for the game. But as a solo developer working on such a big game, and if you are planning to make a commercial release, then yeah, pixel art is easier, especially because I have experience with it. That's one reason. The other reason is to make the game harder. Like imagine if we have a really detailed 3D characters for the like every NPC, then you'll need to look for a bunch of like a infinite amount of detail to figure out the difference between them and find your clone. So, but with a pixel art, we can just put 2 pixels or like 2 pixels to their hair, and yeah, you notice the difference, and you can quickly scan a crowd and see your crowd. Yeah, that's two reasons. And one like about why we did make them fake 3D like instead of a 3D object is about the paranoia actually. The Jam version also had this. Like they were always looking at you. And when like every person in the crowd looking at you, you get like unconsciously intense. Like something is watching you and people look at you with blank eyes. That's a
Mhm.
fear factor that we use. That's why we made them like fake 3D, like 2D, like
I do think also it's just very unfamiliar, so it automatically makes you more uneasy, I feel like.
yeah, yeah,
Someone in the chat
definitely.
mentioned public matchmaking. I think we're not going to be doing that this time around, but if that's something you guys think would be like cool for us to do, where some people from the chat can jump into a PvP against Sally or any of us, let us know and we might continue and do another live stream where we focus on that. That could be a really cool idea. If that's like something you're interested in, say it in the chat, or you can talk on Discord about it, and we can maybe set something up. It could be really cool.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean, that's a really like highly requested feature, and we want to do it eventually. But right now, for early access in the today's available build, it's not quite there yet. We are still working on it, and I think it's going to be awesome when it's released. And you'll be able to play with like random people.
Someone said he plays very well about Sally. But
Me?
thank
Okay.
God. Thank God.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I couldn't make it to chapter 3, so I don't know about that. I mean, I do play it, like there is no denying it. I do play the game. But I spent most of my time testing for bugs and like testing features than like try to be an expert at the game. But I do know all of the like tricks and weird stuff around the mechanics.
Another question from Chinese players: will the game support Steam Workshop and allow user generated content?
Sorry, can you repeat this?
Will the game support Steam Workshop and allow UGC content?
I mean, this is something we want to do eventually, but we need to see the like request sort. Like there is not much players out there who's requesting for a modding and user-generated content out there, and we need like it does require real work from us to be able to support it and do it safely because like people can upload any malicious stuff there, and yeah, we also need to have the people like have some people filter the like user content. But modding support and like user created content in general is something we can experiment on with in the future. Actually, I can say something about this like skin generation. Like how do we pick the skins for the non-clone NPCs, like these NPCs around? So for both single player and multiplayer, uh, we do try to generate NPCs similar to your target. Like some percentage of the NPCs will be similar to your clone in some way. Like for example, that's why we have a bunch of gray-haired people here. Normally they won't generate because they will have a random chance of having a gray hair. But since I do have a gray hair, oh, Donna, did you kill me? Wow, you you definitely did
That's
some
a
exercises, I
first.
would say. Yeah,
I'm trained.
It's very satisfying when you get to kill the actual developer of the game.
yeah. That's not that feeling. Yeah,
I did that once. Do you not remember?
yeah. I do remember. Yeah,
Okay. It's
it
on
was
our
pure
YouTube
luck
channel
though.
if anyone wants to watch it.
Yeah,
It's recorded.
It's
yeah. That was
documented,
it.
so no one say that didn't happen, okay?
I mean, it was due to luck. Like you just shot the
That
shotgun
was
and
not luck.
one of the bullets hit me. Like just one, you know.
That's the point of killing someone. No, I will not let you minimize what happened. I worked hard. We did like I think genuinely we played for like an hour. Like we played for a long time and with all like my efforts that I put in, I finally killed you. And I remember I felt so happy. And if no one in the chat or in this live believe me, check out our YouTube channel. I will actually put down a link.
No, 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 please, no.
See now you think
Oh, no, 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 no. Tuana, you are winning. Okay, Tess, can I, like you sent a question to me just the other
mm-hmm.
day. Can I answer that? It
Yes.
was a
Go
simple
ahead.
question. So we can go around and everyone can say their favorite. And you said which map, like which section do we want to live in? So actually, I thought about that, and I think the most logical answer will be the flood zone, like the section with where there are like what do you call it? Like water at the middle, and it's a huge zone. You know, like it's a brown water section. That's what that's the section I'm talking
Yes.
about. Yeah, I do want to
Uh,
live there because it has water. You know, like imagine living here. Like you will die of thirst very fast. And you got a bunch of space. You can, yeah, move your furniture there and do a little hobby corner. You know, I do like that section. It will be a little wet, but maybe you can stand on top of a rock or something.
That's true. I feel like I would go with because on Discord I had said that I would go with the fog. I don't really know why I said that because now that I think of it, that sounds like the worst idea known to
Yeah,
man. But probably the outside area where it's. I was gonna say there's a TV, but it's like just static. But I mean, at least
yeah,
there's something to watch. So I feel like I would go with there.
yeah. That's
If
also
someone
silly
said
choice.
to Sally, I think the water in that zone might give you some sort of disease. Which yes,
Yeah.
that's true.
Probably, yeah. But
Yeah,
that would kill me later. You know, I first need to survive. So, yeah.
fair.
You don't see much water around these like other sections.
That's true.
I could just find a medical kit and use that, you know.
Samet,
So,
do you have a answer for that?
yeah, sure. It will be a strange answer, but prison is, I think, a good pick because there's a detector, so armed people can't really safely get in. There are officers around, and the prison is not really doesn't really have criminals in it, as far as I know. I think it's used to be a prison. It is just not right now. So it's a safe place. I know the layout of it very well because I end up finding that section for some reason.
yeah, it's
So
a
that
good
would be
call,
my
right?
pick.
Yeah, yeah. it's definitely safe, right? Because clone and the pesky players won't be able to pass through the detector. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's also
especially
a
on
choice.
multiplayer, I like camping in there because most players avoid it since they have illegal weapons.
Yeah, yeah, that's strategy. Yeah. So when we were like playtesting the multiplayer, we immediately saw that every player acts differently. Like some players just don't press sprint at all, just walk around. Some players really favor the ranged weapons and camp in a spot. Some players just really loves running around and their stamina will always be like at zero because they always use it. Yeah,
That's
everyone has a
me.
yeah. Yeah, everyone has a like a different play style and it's kind of hard to like cater to everyone because like I said previously, some players really enjoy the environmental kills and they just stand at a they just stand on top of a button and yeah, just wait until the other player goes to the like area. Yeah, everyone is different.
I think the when I first started playing multiplayer, I was just sprinting everywhere. And I remember, like, 1 month into my to me working for It Has My Face, I did a multiplayer round with Sally, and he was like, "You know that like I can see you sprint around the map." And I was like, "Oh, I forgot about that." And then I stopped, and now I think about that every single time I play multiplayer. I'm like, "Don't." And I actually made a TikTok video about that, warning people like, "This is what you look like in multiplayer if you didn't think about that." And
Yeah,
because I didn't think about it, I was like, I'll just get to one place, and then he just sees like someone sprinting on the other side of the map, and it's like, well, it's not going to be another NPC. So
yeah. I mean, NPCs don't sprint at all. I mean,
yeah,
currently, but that's why when you sprint, it's just very easy to spot you. But there is one other thing that you like we did when we were playtesting together, which is like I was just talking about how embarrassing it is to get killed with an
oh yeah,
environment in multiplayer, and immediately at the same round I killed you with the weight.
I
Like
remember you were like so embarrassing when that happens, and I
yeah,
was like, yeah, so embarrassing. And then like genuinely 2 minutes later, I get killed by, and I was like, oh, that's super embarrassing.
it's hard to do. Like killing the other player with the environment is very hard,
Yeah.
especially with the weight because they need to stand exactly on top of the X mark, and that's hard. That's really hard. Yeah.
I don't know how that happened. Like I genuinely don't know how that happened.
Yeah, that's when I knew the test would be really good at this game, like extremely good.
So, we got a future champion on our hands. We should protect her.
Yeah.
Let me go with another question we had. Um, I have a more funny one. What's the weirdest bug you've encountered before early access?
Yeah. I gotta think for a second for that because yeah, we encountered a bunch of weird, funny, or annoying bugs. The thing I can remember is sometimes like NPCs did spawn invisible, like they had eyes and hair, but they didn't have any skin, so they were transparent, and they were like looking at you, just two eyes floating and saying
That sounds
stuff.
terrifying.
Yeah, that it's terrifying and weird. One other bug we saw that your clone had a normal height, but everyone else had 2 or 3 times the height. Like they were like giant titans here, and you were just looking up. And everyone was like the officers and NPCs, except your clone.
And what's your best memory with It Has My Face so far? We can go with like the positives before the launch of 1.0 because obviously that's going to be the best memory.
I mean, I can answer that in two parts, I think. Like something that's happening to me right now with the release, and something that made me really happy. First one is when people recognize the game from the gem version, like they say, "Oh, I know that game, and you improved it so much." Like that makes me really happy, and I am always like really appreciate those comments. The second was when I opened a stand at here in Istanbul in Turkey, and where I saw the like first reactions of people, and it was amazing because like people really enjoyed the idea and were really getting into it. And it's a crowded place. Like a lot of stuff is happening and it's overwhelming, but people were focusing on the game and they were really curious. And just seeing the like players' reactions and how what they think about the game up close and in real time was uh, yeah, it was really inspiring. I probably have a bunch of other good memories about the game, but that was one of them. Also, like making the multiplayer work for the first time was really like felt really good as well because the first multiplayer version only had knives. Like you started with a knife and you had to kill the other player. That was the first iteration. Like that was the very early prototype of the game, and you had the mirror, and there were no officers. Like that came later. But like seeing the game work multiplayer for the first time was really, yeah, it was really good because it was a highly requested feature in the Jam version, and people really wanted this game to work in multiplayer.
Yeah, I think for me, I I think it's also super cool when I see, because I'm like, if you ever see someone streaming, It Has My Face on Twitch, I have seen it. Like I have been on that live, and I think
Mhm.
it's, and like especially during early access, I would go on a bunch of different lives and just like comments in the chat like, thanks for playing It Has My Face, and like so many people would be super excited that I was there, and like super excited that It Has My Face saw their live. And a lot of the lives, like, you know, some of the lives we share with Sally and every, like, it's just super cool to have like people playing and then people being excited that like we're seeing it, and I think that that's super cool. I also like it when people in the Discord recognize me. I'm like, me? Yes. Hello. I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, yeah, that's also definitely one of my highlights. Like seeing players, like streamers play the game for the first time, and like some chatters in their streams, like some people there, also do know about the game and maybe help the streamer play a little bit better or give them tips. And that's, yeah, that's also a really cool moment. Yeah.
I agree. Shall we congratulate Sally? Did not see, but Tuana, honestly, you did like really well. Like you did way
Yeah.
better than I would have done.
Yeah, I'm happy with my 2 points, if I'm really
Yeah.
honest.
No, no, no. Honestly, it's really good. Um, I think that's kind of um the gist of what we wanted to do today. If you guys have any more questions, please send them out now. Um, I think I'll ask one final question that me and Orange wanted to ask. What can you say about 1.0? Is there anything you can say about 1.0?
Uh, I mean, there are a bunch of things I want to share, but I shouldn't because it would ruin the surprise. It will look cooler when you see them for the first time, because we put a lot of effort into them. Yeah, we are working on a bunch of new stuff for the 1.0, and we are really excited because this is the, like 1.0 will feature the last two remaining chapters, and they are big ones. Like they are bigger than the all other chapters, and they will the classic thing in the game where you every time you unlock a chapter, you unlock a game mechanic, like something changes within the game, and last two mechanics are really cool. Yeah, yeah, they are really cool, and I'm really excited to like see your guys' reactions to them and yeah, they are cool. Uh, yeah, we are also working on new content like uh, new sections and not new weapons yet, but maybe someday. But we are working on new sections and yeah, new mutators. Yeah, we are making new mutators because 25 is apparently not enough. 25 mutators, people want more. So we are making new mutators. But one big thing I want to say is we are like in the seventh chapter, we'll have a new mechanic which is more monster stuff. Like every player wants to see scary stuff in a horror game, and we want to lean into that. So we are making more tentacle, meat-like, or horror-like stuff. And yeah, your clone will just not be a normal human anymore. So don't expect that. So in the last chapter, you will encounter a bunch of weird alien things that you might maybe enjoy. I hope you will enjoy it, but you will not like them. Yeah. Yeah, those are the things I can say. But yeah, just stay tuned. We are really happy with the current progress, and yeah, we did a bunch of new stuff, and we are still making them. And yeah, I think you'll like it.
I'm I'm very sure that they will like it. And yeah, I sent in the final key in the chat, so if anyone wants to grab that, it's still available, I think. We'll see. And yeah, so I think we can wrap things up. If you guys have any final things you guys want to say, or Orange, if there are any more questions from the Chinese players, now's the moment so we can finally answer all of that, and then yeah.
I think it's all good on my side. I've been talking to all the players. Thanks for everybody in China that stay very late with us. Happy New Year, and also I hope that you enjoyed this whole live streaming. I know this is the first time that we're doing that, but like it looks pretty nice, and yeah, like really great interacting with all of you.
It's great. I think yes. Um, I'm really happy that we did this. I think, and thank you so much to everyone who asked questions, or someone said, "I'm willing to wait for your future developments. Your game is great," and that's just like why we wanted to do this live. Wanted to talk to people, and we're just super excited that people join and people ask questions, whether it's before, whether it's after. We're just super excited about that, and we're also very excited about what's coming. If you guys aren't aware, or you haven't seen on our Steam page, we have a little announcement map where we're going to be announcing things every couple of weeks, and they're super exciting. It's to do with multiplayer, it's to do with single player, and it's really just we wanted to give you guys things to think about or see before 1.0, and 1.0 is coming up very soon, so that's why we did this live. And maybe, if you guys are interested in doing if we in us doing another live, let us know. And you can let us know on the Discord, which is available on our Steam page. It's anyway, if you click on our Steam page, you will see the Discord at the top, and you are um, more than welcome on it. And we're pretty active, and I try to answer as much as I can. Sally answers a bunch, and the other devs also answer. So yes, we're pretty active. And don't forget to wishlist. 1.0 is out soon, and we're yes, just super super happy that you guys joined us today, and happy Chinese New Year.
Yeah.
Oh, and we have a bundle available, Forgive Me Father franchise. So try to get that if you can. So we're super excited to have worked with them, and I think it's a blend of two really scary worlds. So I think that you guys can have a bunch of fun with that. So don't forget to check that out. I think that's all the announcements we have. We'll have a bunch more this month, and this coming month. And yeah, thank you for watching this live. If anyone wants to have another announcement or another thing to say, let me know. But yeah,
I mean, I can say that, yeah, I really appreciate everyone who played the game or tried the game or even just watched the game and commented on a video or directly to us. Yeah, I just want to say I'm deeply grateful to you guys. Like I didn't think the game would be this big or will reach this many players, but yeah, I'm very happy that you guys enjoy the game and really excited about the full release. Yeah, I'm deeply grateful. I mean, thank you guys a lot. Yeah, we should wrap it up before I get emotional.
Okay, let's wrap it up then. But yeah, thank you guys so much, and we'll see you soon. Probably. Hopefully, if you guys keep. And don't forget to wish list.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye. Thank you.